Hi, it's Irina, and this video is about spirituality. Spiritual quests, journeys, gurus, truth, enlightenments, and all that weird stuff. Today, many people embark on spiritual journeys, and we today are so free to choose from all sorts of teachings and paradigms, not like before when there was only one religion predominantly in many places, and nobody could decide for themselves where to go and what to believe. So today people, from one point of view, they are more free and probably happy about it. From the other point of view, they're probably more confused, and lost in searching for the meaning. Um, well, that's life for you. It's not always uh, convenient, but people always try to make it more convenient and to look at it from a more optimistic side, which is good or bad. You decide. Alright. Well, but this video is about the attitude to your spiritual journey again. I met a person not so long ago who, I don't know, he's in some sort of cult or in some sort of, I don't know, school. And by the way, they even have the graduation process, so ceremony, and he is graduating in something. I don't know what exactly, because he wouldn't tell me. He just said it was so, I don't know, like secret, but because not everybody could be able to understand what they do, but it was connected with some sort of out-of-body experiences. And he also told me that he knew that there is an afterlife and all. He knew many things. That's what he thought, at least. But it doesn't matter. He then asked me the question, well, where do I belong? What am I? From some sort of religion or teaching or philosophy and stuff. And I just said, well, no, I do not belong to any school. I do not belong to any specific uh, philosophical, uh, again, what is that called? School? Uh, my English again. Which really surprised him, and he said, but what if you're mistaken? Like, well, you're going on your own? What if you're wrong? So, what if I'm wrong? Uh, then I'm wrong. And it's not the end of the world. I don't think I've been wrong many times in my life, and probably am and probably will be. So, but I'm just tired of making a big deal about it, so I'm not making a big deal about it anymore. Because after all, it's just a mistake to think that life is supposed to be mistake-proof, because then you just you refuse to live, because living is acting on your own creatively and making mistakes, because we're just people, and those have been known for making mistakes from time to time. So the question is not really whether you will be on your own on this journey or in any other sphere of life and will be making mistakes, or you will be with some school, some group of people, some organization, and you will be immune to mistakes. I don't think that's the dichotomy that we have here, because history provides us with a lot of examples where many people made the same mistake together, and the fact that they've been together in this did not prevent them from committing grave errors. You know, Hitler had many followers who submitted their will to him in a way, who said that that guy knows better than me, he is more knowledgeable, wise, and I really believe, and I will do that. So, you know, the quantity does not really give any guarantees as to their quality, to their, you know, to the thing being right or wrong. And again, there are other examples of such behavior when people were a part of some organization. There were a lot of members, but that organization did a lot of harm, in fact. So you can be mistaken acting alone, you can be mistaken acting as a part of some group. Of course, it's many people try to opt for the latter, because when you act in as a part of some group, your responsibility feels subjectively like it's lowered, because you kind of share the responsibility, and then when everybody is responsible, then kind of no one really is responsible. So you can kind of at least fool yourself into thinking that the mistake is not so much your responsibility because you've been told so, because many other idiots fell for the same thing, which kind of proves that you're not such an idiot because there were other idiots. Anyway, that was the first point, that a lot of people are trying to become a part of some movement, established organization, and adopt some teaching altogether. Because they are afraid of making mistakes alone. Because that's what we've been taught all our lives. We are panically afraid of making mistakes. It's funny that in Russian language we actually use one and the same word for, well, we also say normally that I made a mistake, but we also use one and the same verb for crimes and mistakes. We say the person committed a crime or the person committed a mistake. That kind of tells you something about the attitude in our society towards making mistakes. Well, I'm just trying to make this video shorter, so I'm not gonna elaborate on why this attitude is wrong. I'm just gonna say more about looking for the truth instead. Now, years and years ago, I was looking for some special book, special place, special people who will reveal to me the truth, whereby adopting this truth, by consuming this truth from somebody else's hands, you know, I will get to understand the secrets of the universe and the meaning of life and all stuff like that people are searching for. And yeah, I've been believing in many things, including Christianity and including reincarnation doctrine and other different approaches and teachings. I've been exploring a lot of that stuff. And what it all ended with for me, I don't know, of course, things may change, they always do, but as of today, I find that this state of not belonging to any particular school or cult or church, not adopting any particular paradigm, is actually better than trying to view the world from a particular standpoint and trying to, you know, at some point you start noticing that the pieces do not really fall together, and this theory is also flawed, but you don't want to lose that, because that provides some sort of comfort and stability and security for you. So you don't want to lose your paradigm. You don't want to lose what you believe in. But I don't know about you, but with me, I can't help losing my beliefs, because, I think a lot. And when you think a lot about stuff, you still rethink, reconsider even your most uh, treasured or beliefs, or rather the beliefs that you consider indisputably true. You couldn't imagine them not being true, because they're the core of your worldview. But then you come across some facts and you see, oh no, okay, that doesn't really fit into my worldview. So then if you want to escape that, of course, you try and la abracadabra, you try to talk your brain out of that and forget about it, and keep your worldview instead. But with me, it doesn't work. So many times it didn't work for me, and now I don't know for how many years, but I have been sort of, I don't know, what should I call it? Free of some specific dogma or worldview or concept. And the only concept I have is that I don't know what the hell is going on. How about that for spiritual awakening? But it sort of sounds scary at first, because the kind of certainty we're looking for is something that will explain it all for us. Like, karma explains why there's evil in the world, is because you have sinned in your previous life, somebody have done some mistakes, done some evil in their previous life, so now that's why they're suffering today, they have to pay for it. That's a cosmic law, okay? And if you believe in that, it provides you with some comfort, because it explains why evil exists in the world. It's good if you believe in it, and I was happy when I did. But where was I going with this? Yeah, but on the other hand, my current state of mind, where I just admitting that I'm not really sure. I can't be sure. I can believe in something if I choose to, if I absolutely want to believe in something. I can believe that something is true. But I really don't know. And this position is, at first it is frightening, because it's like, it felt like, you know, what's the word in English? Okay, it felt like diving into some sort of emptiness. Hey, you dive there, you don't know where's the bottom, or if you're gonna hit the bottom and die, or if, I don't know, you're gonna land on some huge birdie that will drive you to happiness. So you don't know that, you just dive in there. But for me, that was the only option, because that was the truth I have seen at that moment in time. So I had to just admit that I don't have any explanation. I don't believe in any of the dogmas I heard before. I cannot wholeheartedly accept any philosophy that I've been introduced to. So at that point, I had to just, dive and see what happens. And really, nothing horrible happened. It's just maybe I'm more free. Maybe I don't feel the need to defend any ideology anymore. I don't feel the need to preserve my worldview at any cost, at the cost of denying the reality that I see. Of course, at this point, many people will just, hey, what do you call reality? Because reality is in the eye of the beholder, right? That we know of. But anyway, that's too a philosophical question to get deep into it now. So today, with this horrible worldview, maybe I even feel more free because um, I don't have any filter that would tell me how to perceive what I experience, what I see, what I hear. That before I had that filter because I was believing in some sort of story, and all the facts that were in front of me I had to manually put in certain places to fit in my story, to support my story. That's a natural thing we do. It's a psychological defense mechanisms we use, and we naturally ignore the facts that do not support our theory, and we emphasize on the things that support what we believe in. So that's what I was doing. Perhaps we're doomed to always be doing that in to some extent. I think only you can be free of this bias to some, I don't know, 50, 80%, maybe 90, I don't know, but completely probably not, because we're just human. Anyway, again, I'm going sideways from, yeah, so what is truth? Many people are looking for some sort of guru, bodhisattva, or whatever they call the teachers, because like me, I wanted to find a source for truth. There's some sort of stream that's supposed to be flowing and running, and my job was to just find that stream and drink from it, and I would become enlightened and happy till the end of time. So I don't think that today, maybe I'm wrong again, because people are wrong. In some years maybe I'll tell you something else, but today, as of today, I think that mm, you don't really need a guru. You don't really need a teacher, because even in your searching for that teacher, even that you use your own mind, your own heart, intuition, whatever it is, to choose the teacher. Okay, so in fact what you're doing, you're using your own inner compass to define who has the truth and who doesn't. So if you have something in yourself to measure, to tell you uh, which way to go, why do you even need a teacher? You can rely on yourself in exploring this life, in making your own conclusions. Um, you do not necessarily need someone to guide you, because they are just people themselves. Of course, part of that desire to have a guru, a teacher, someone to follow is, again, our nature, our childhood, the need for a father figure, the need for parents, because when we felt most comfortably in childhood, when everything else was decided for us, when we were feeling secure, protected, and we still kind of want that on some level. And also because in the childhood we were we were traumatized, and we were conditioned to try and live mistake-free life. We were punished, or at least reproached, for making things the wrong way, for doing mistakes, for making mistakes, and that's why we grow up trying to do the things the right way, starting from our professional life and extending it to our personal relationships, our life decisions, and even our spirituality. We are afraid of making mistakes, when in fact mistakes are part of life, and in fact if you make mistakes, that makes you just alive. And about truth, I like the Friedrich Nietzsche phrase. He said, "You have your way, I have my way, and as for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist." That's sort of what I think about the spiritual path. the right path, the truth. I think it differs for every individual, even though we're all in the very core of our being, we're all the same. But as individuals, we've had different experience starting from the moment we were born, and they formed us a little bit different from each other's personalities. So what is appealing to you is not necessarily appealing to me, and what, you know, even if there is some kind of universal truth, I believe that everybody has to come to that universal truth uh, using his own unique way. That does not mean that you have to refuse some way only because it's been taken by others and you have to really find your own. But I'm just saying that probably, maybe, there is no this one and only right path to the truth. Maybe there are millions, billions of paths that lead to the same place or to a mental institution. No, because really, I mean, this whole enlightenment stuff, that sometimes it's just stuff, sometimes it's business, and sometimes it's more like a condition. And as long as you're going to risk your mental health and take a risk of becoming, cuckoo, maybe it's better you choose your own way and be creative about it, make your own mistakes, as opposed to reliving someone else's life and making their mistakes in your life. As long as you're risking of becoming a little bit nuts, maybe it's better to have some fun on the way, Just be yourself, just be creative about it, just listen to yourself, and explore the life that you have. Uh, that's of course if you choose to really embrace it and embrace the risk instead of risking but thinking that you're secure because you're following somebody else's way and not exploring your way. That's a choice, I guess. That's a choice that everyone makes. And I don't think that I possess some sort of wisdom that I can share with somebody and tell what's the right way or wrong way. And also, I think that not many people, maybe nobody, really knows what's the right way, what's the wrong way. But if you choose to believe that somebody does know that, then you can do so. Okay, that was one weird video. Tell me what you think about this topic on this question, because it's really bottomless topic. It's vast, and it can be talked about for hours, which I will not do today because I have a sore throat, sort of, a little bit. Okay, have whatever. Nirvana. Sounds good, eh? Okay, have a good Nirvana, guys.